Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kembali lagi di program studi Sastra Inggris Fakultas Ilmu dan Sastra Universitas Pasundan. Salah satu luaran dari program KSKI MBKM adalah pembelajaran Project Based Learning yang divideokan. Di program studi Sastra Inggris kami mempunyai 2 mata kuliah yang menunjukkan pembelajaran menggunakan Project Based Learning. Yang pertama adalah mata kuliah Public Speaking dan yang kedua adalah mata kuliah MICE. Berikut video penjelasannya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, saya Vegi Lestari. Saya adalah salah satu dosen di prodi Sastra Inggris Universitas Pasundan. Saya mengampu mata kuliah Public Speaking, di mana di dalam mata kuliah ini saya menggunakan metode pembelajaran berbasis proyek atau Project Based Learning. Metode pembelajaran ini merupakan metode yang menggunakan sebuah proyek atau kegiatan sebagai media. Mahasiswa melakukan eksplorisasi, penilaian, interpretasi, sintesis, dan informasi untuk menghasilkan berbagai hasil belajar. Di dalam mata kuliah Public Speaking ini, saya akan sampaikan capaian pembelajarannya, yaitu mahasiswa diharapkan dapat mengetahui dan memahami Public Speaking dengan menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Yang berikutnya adalah mahasiswa mampu melakukan proses pembelajaran mata kuliah Public Speaking dengan memanfaatkan kemajuan ipteks untuk mendukung terselenggaranya pembelajaran Public Speaking. CPL yang berikutnya adalah mahasiswa mampu menguasai konsep-konsep Public Speaking dan berbicara bahasa Inggris dengan baik dan benar dan juga fasih, dan mengimplementasikannya pada kegiatan-kegiatan yang berinteraksi dengan orang lain. Dan yang terakhir adalah mahasiswa mampu membuat video kegiatan Public Speaking. Di dalam kesempatan ini, saya telah memilih salah satu mahasiswa saya yang akan menyampaikan konsep dalam pembuatan video, di mana pembuatan video ini adalah salah satu tugas dari ujian tengah semester yang dilaksanakan di bulan ini. Berikut konsep yang akan disampaikan oleh Muti Bunga.
Hello, I'm Muti Bunga, fifth semester student from English Department of Universitas Pasundan. For a public speaking course in the midterm, the students are asked to make a review video on a product, food, or places. And now I'm going to talk about the concept of my review video. The object of my review is an Instax camera. Thus, in the video, I will talk about the camera, using the camera by taking pictures and rating the product of the camera, which is the films. For the video itself, there will be a couple of inner and outer components. The first inner components is the background music. For the background music, I have chosen 2 copyright-free songs from YouTube. The purpose of this background music is to create the right atmosphere for my video. The other inner components are the footage, which will be taken by phone camera, and the printed films that will be taken by the Instax camera. These components will hopefully support each other to create an interesting video. For the outer components of the video, which is the shooting location, I have chosen 2 places which are a park near my housing complex and a cafe called The Do. These locations will have different purpose in the video. The park will be the location where I'm going to talk about the specification of the Instax camera and also the review of the films. On the other hand, the cafe will be the location where I will be showcasing and taking pictures with the Instax camera. The reason why I choose to record in 2 places is to enrich the aesthetic aspect of the video and to create a stimulating video. For the content itself, there will be 3 main structures, namely opening, main content, and closing. For the opening, I'm going to talk about the Instax film aesthetic and its relation with the Instax camera. I will also introduce the object on my review, which is the Fujifilm Instax Mini 70. For the main content part of the video, there will be 3 parts. The first content is the specification of the camera. The second content is showcasing and using the camera, which also contain a time-lapse of a developing film. And the last content is the review of the camera and its films. The closing part will consist of the rating of the product, a conclusion about it, and some closing words. And for me, as the host, throughout the video, I will only be talking in English. This is my concept for the video that I will create to fulfill the midterm assignments for public speaking course year 2021 in Universitas Pasundan. Thank you so much.
Dalam mata kuliah public speaking, mahasiswa belajar mengenai persuasive language, di mana mereka belajar bagaimana meyakinkan orang lain terhadap hal-hal atau produk-produk yang akan mereka sampaikan. Nah, di dalam ujian tengah semester ini, mahasiswa diminta untuk membuat sebuah video di mana mereka diwajibkan untuk mereview atau mengulas produk-produk yang sudah mereka tentukan sendiri. Di dalam hal ini, saya memberikan kebebasan untuk mereka memilih topik agar mereka bisa lebih berkreativitas dalam melakukan syuting ataupun dalam mengedit video. Namun, yang menjadi fokus utama saya adalah kemampuan berbicara bahasa Inggrisnya. Nah, sebelumnya saya sudah menunjukkan salah satu contoh di mana mahasiswa saya membuat konsep dalam pembuatan video. Berikut kalian akan menyaksikan hasilnya atau video yang mereka buat untuk ujian tengah semesternya. Selamat menyaksikan.
Hey guys, have you noticed the trend that has been all over social media in the past couple of years? The aesthetic that also has been used by a lot of artists in Hollywood for their album covers or just for their Instagram feed. This is called the Polaroid photo aesthetic. Even though it seems like you can only achieve this aesthetic by using really old cameras, actually you can easily achieve the aesthetic by using the camera that I, Muti Bunga, am going to review today, the Fujifilm Instax Mini 70. Unlike the ordinary digital cameras that you have to manually print to get the pictures, this camera will instantly print the picture you take, which I'm going to show you later in this video. But before we dive deep into the picture taking process, let's talk about the camera first. Fujifilm Instax Mini 70 was released in 2015. Even though it came out 6 years ago, this instant camera is still one of the fans' most favorite. It is offered in 6 colors. With me today, I have the elegant moon white. The design of the camera is really minimalistic and very comfortable to hold. Even though the camera parts are mostly made of plastic, it still feels very solid. The shutter is located in the front of the camera, here. There are 5 shooting modes in the camera, namely macro, landscape, selfie, self-timer, and high key mode. The exposure in this camera is fully automatic and the film quality is pretty decent. This camera is powered by 2 CR2 batteries, and for the price, Fujifilm Instax Mini 70 is around 1.8 million rupiah, and for the film it costs around 100,000 rupiah for one film cartridge, which contains 10 films. Well, it is quite expensive, so let's check whether it is worth the price by taking instant film with this camera.
Quincy.
Now let's start the review of the camera. Generally, the Fujifilm Instax Mini 70 is a fun and portable instant camera that can print your film quickly. It definitely can't replace the quality of digital camera, but the fun of the photo taking process and the aesthetic of the films make up for it. Not only does it have a very minimalistic and modern design, but it also offers a few mods that can really be helpful for taking pictures. If you choose the right mode for the right exposure, the color are vibrant and the film will be very pleasant and glossy. However, there are still drawbacks from this camera. The first one is that the viewfinder is quite small, thus it is hard to actually know how your film is going to turn out. The second drawback is the use of the CR2 batteries. Because these batteries are rarely sold in normal stores, it is hard to find. The last drawback is that the camera doesn't handle extremely bright scenes very well. The film will almost always turn out overexposed like these films I took in the past. I personally think that for the price of 1.8 million rupiah, this instant camera is still unable to take good pictures every time unless we are very informed about the camera modes and settings. For this reason, I reckon this instant camera is better for those who have tried or owned an instant camera and it doesn't fit for first-time users. Thus, I'm going to rate this camera 3 out of 5. That is all the review of Fujifilm Instax Mini 70 from me. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya adalah Erik Kusmana. Saya adalah salah satu dosen dari pengampu mata kuliah MAIS. Pada mata kuliah MAIS kali ini, para mahasiswa ditantang untuk membuat sebuah ajuan proposal kepada Kemenparekraf. Ajuan proposal ini ditujukan untuk mengadakan agenda kegiatan pariwisata tingkat internasional. Dan uniknya lagi, para peserta dalam ajuan proposal ini adalah para delegasi di Asia Tenggara. Untuk lebih jelasnya, mari kita saksikan video berikut ini.
Seminar. We are going to talk about the tourism in a post-pandemic. As we know, this time in the world is going to change. We are going to go to the next level of the pandemic era. So we are invited speakers from the abroad. So the next chapter is about food and beverage and will be explained by Muhammad Imam Fauzi and Cindy Praset. Go on.
Thank you, Mr. Rois, for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In this opportunity, let us...
Arya Agustin from person in charge of talent and entertainment and merchandise. Our company invited 5 people consisting of artists and musicians, which come from West Java to introduce the local culture. And will be explained by Diva Ardua.
Here I will explain to you about the itinerary that we make for 4 days and 3 nights. As you can see, we have some highlights on each day. On the first day, in 15th December 2021, We have a welcome dinner with Ramah Tamah theme. Why we bring up this theme? The aim is the participants can get to know each other for the next few days.
Okay, thank you, Diva, for the opportunity. So, before I started to explain the budgeting of Insight, I would like to explain on this page first. So, this is the package that we made for each package. That according to sale price amount that we find in order to find the profit per pax in sale price minus cost will be around 1. I think that's all for the data from finance. Thank you for the attention.
Mr. Hoffman, do you have any question or suggestion for the Insight group?
Okay, Mr. Hoffman first, maybe.
Yeah, about the itinerary, normally the proposal of MICE,
The anticipation, just in case if there's someone who's infected by the COVID-19, what will you do? And then where will you bring them? Where is the nearest hospital?
Okay, thank you, sir. My name is matakuliah. On behalf of my company, Time Travel Company, today we would like to offering you our company product that will describe. Alifa Ainun Murtala.
And dynamize is actually a modification of the word of the.
My name is Indah Nabila. And now I will explain the form of activity in this event. First, we have seminar. In seminar, the welcome dinner that will be held on the first day of our event.
My name is Gracia. I'm from event organizer development. So today I would like to explain about the speaker and guest stars. So we pick the guest stars and the speakers is the best for our participants. So the first is Sandiaga Uno.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kia, for the opportunity. Hi, I'm Alifa as the event organizer, and here I will explain about the hotel. So, why we chose Hotel Tentang as the venue to host this event? Hotel Tentang in Jakarta is one of the best 5-star hotels in Indonesia.
For the time, I'm Virginia from Accommodation Division, especially food and beverage. Tentram Hotel also provides a restaurant. The restaurant name is Kayu Manis.
Dynamize is another word for dynamic. The symbol of the logo is above, resembles wine and
Our
water.
package for this wonderful event, 15 million for one pack.
You explain it in detail, but there are some points that is already conveyed by Mr. Herman. It's the first group, so you didn't mention about the medical staff.
You have a good job for today. I don't know, Mr. Apple. I think all of the material of the mata kuliah should be moved to make some project maybe, yeah. Like this one.
Itu dia tadi 2 contoh project based learning di program studi Sastra Inggris. Mudah-mudahan 2 contoh video tersebut bisa memberikan gambaran bagaimana perkuliahan dengan menggunakan project based learning di program studi Sastra Inggris Fakultas Ilmu Seni dan Sastra. Terima kasih sudah menonton video ini. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.